Have you ever been on erlc looking for a private server and you see these servers called ask free? Well, I have, and it's quite annoying. Today in this video we're going to be taking a deep dive into how these servers are run. So the first thing I did when I joined the server was I called mod because I wanted to talk to a staff member about this and, you know, kind of get an interview and stuff. It took a while for me to get the right person, but eventually we got there. And when I jumped in the server and I started my interview, I was like, there was a lot of like announcements, and then I asked, can I have mod, obviously, and I asked apparently the co-owner here, and he gave me, or he took a while, but there was a lot of announcements. It's quite annoying, especially yeah, it's quite annoying when this happens. I don't really like the M command, but it's and then he told me they're not hiring, then he told me they're hiring again for some reason. So like it's kind of essentially clickbait for erlc private servers because of the ask free, and they might be hiring, they might be not. So I was like, well, can I ask some questions privately, because we're in the middle of civilian spawn, anybody could see, you know. So like, and then so I told her about my suspicion that this was some sort of clickbait on YouTube. You know, there's like people that clickbait, you know, they put false stuff in the title or the thumbnail, and that's not actually in the video. So he told me no, which is obviously trying to defend himself and his server. But then I went on to say that they make all the 8-year-olds old sad on the game. So like sometimes they said sometimes they do hire, sometimes they don't. But it really depends when you join the game, which is kind of unfortunate because they make all the 8-year-olds sad. But I mean, I guess he's right, because they can only have so many at a time. If everybody in the server's mod, then there's not really going to be anything going on. And the thing I found interesting was that as soon as I told him that this was going to be put on YouTube, he gave me mod. So I'm just guessing that he's trying to like defend himself a little bit. You know, maybe like I got it all on camera already, so now they're hiring, I guess. But it's really weird. So with that, I joined a new server and I called mod, and another co-owner responded to my call. So I kind of made a little mistake here, saying that I was going to put this on YouTube from the start of the interview, which I kind of messed up, but it's whatever, because he seemed pretty nice from the beginning anyways, pretty nicer than, or more than welcoming, not nice, welcoming than the other server. So I asked him, why is the server called ask free, and he takes a while to type, but so I asked because he obviously responded with the go-to, you know, the mod is for free, obviously, you know, that's what it advertises. And I asked that if it brings a lot of abusers. So I mean, of course it will, because it's all just like kind of just like 8-year-olds playing on their mom's iPad or something. So he said it does. So then I asked, why do you still do it? Because of the abusers. Wouldn't that be annoying? So and he responds with, it is fun to run a server like this. And I'm like, interesting. So they can balance out role plays with commands. So And then I got mod, as you can see in the bottom left corner about the map. But so I asked him, does it really matter that most of the staff members aren't professional because they just don't know what they're doing with the commands? And he replied with, he's just trying to have fun in the server, and the main goal of the server is to have fun. So I end off with that's all, but he said most people are pretty good with the mod commands and not using them too much. So with that, I joined my next server, and I got a mod, and he wasn't willing to answer any questions. So eventually he got me an admin who was willing to answer questions, so so the first question I asked him was, alright, so why was it called Ask Free? You know, why are... Well, that's a kind of an odd name, you know, Ask Free. It would mostly be like free ask for something. But, you know, he's kind of a slow typer, so we gotta wait here. And he said because we give away free stuff like the ranks, okay? So I respond back with, why do you give it out for free? Like, what's the point? So he responds with a without need, but that was before a little bit. So because he wants to make people, he just wants to make them happy. Like, so I was like, I don't know what to say to that. So I asked another question that was from another one was, doesn't that bring a lot of abusers? And he's like, kind of, but so he responds with, sometimes, but our staff know how to handle it. And I ask him the last question, which is, I kind of put a little bit of pressure on him, saying that if there's any other service that is, and if there's any competition between them, you know, because there's only so many 8-year-olds that play Liberty County, so like there must be some competition, you know. Maybe we could just go in a public server, just round them up, maybe. So he responds with, he's not really sure, but he would say no between competition. So that's the last question I had for him. So I guess that's going to be the end of the video, guys, with the conclusion that Ask Free servers just want to give people ranks, have fun, and make them happy. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye.